a method to send a message to every single active player is through, I added world.h here at the top, is by using the world itself. We will use the server. We will take advantage of the fact that we have access to the entire server. We will send a server message to every single session that is currently available in the game. Session equals an active in-game player. Server message type will be server message string. We have additional methods that we can use, but none of them is important because, I mean, obviously we need just the message string. This is a custom message. We will obviously use it for our own advantage, for our own custom needs. String pair will be easier. This is the message that we need. We will args, and the rest will be empty. Actually, no. Let's add a bit. Let's add something to it. World server. You know what? Never mind. Args. Let's do args. Let's just keep it like that. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna close it. Alright, now it should be good. You should be able to see the message. Yep. Now this message is being sent to every single active session in the game, which is all good, nice. If I do server lens here, yeah, it works. Alright. Oh shit. Alright, so what we need to do now is we need to make sure that it divides the message into ranks in the game. Because right now I can send a message, it's all good, nice, but it will not tell what rank am I, or what faction am I, or it will not even do like no color, no anything. It's that simple, this message. So we need to split it into sections. For starters, we're gonna need to make sure that we have the player itself by doing handler, by doing player, which is something we need to add here. Include player.h. Alright, so now player should change color. There you go. Player, gonna call it player equals handler get player. If no player is this mark, no player or no handler is found for security reasons, it will return false. Basically saying that if player equals handler get player, it doesn't fail, but let's assume someone somehow and some sort of miracle is hacking the game, and he can use commands when he's in a loading screen or when he just logged off or he tries to inject, or if we use it through this console, and it will not let us get not the player, not the handler, not anything. What will it do? It will crash. Alright, so instead of crashing, we're gonna tell it if no player is found, or no handler, which is this mark here, or no handler, it will simply return false. Alright, since this is a boolean command, it will simply return false. Notice that in here we have return true. Return true means it has been executed successfully. This one means it has not been executed successfully. Alright, so this is like a protection of some sort, that if we're gonna use this through the console, or like I said, whatever hacking method there is, it will not work. Now this command specifically cannot be used through the console because this is it has been scripted to say no here. But if we do yes and we recompile and we try to use it, it will crash. Alright, I mean at the moment, but obviously not anymore. Now gonna need to make sure that we have the player's rank. To get the player's rank, it's very simple. First of all, gonna need to make it a integer variable. Gonna need a small integer, uint8. This is for optimization purposes only. Gonna call it player rank, and it's gonna be equal to player get session get security. Alright, now security is a it's a number. Alright, security here, it's a number. It's a number from 1 till 255. Should be 1 till 255. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. Alright, these are the commands that are currently available. 0 equals player, moderator 1, game master 2, administrator 3, and console, which is the server, is 4. We will never use console because, well, I mean, only one person can use console, which is the server owner. And the server owner should not use console, should be in the game if something needs to be executed. I mean, we could do that, but I mean, I simply, myself, I use name announce and the command itself, and it will be displayed in the game, like, you know, as it's supposed to be. So we have 4 different ranks that we need to divide it into. These ranks are going to be very useful because what we are going to do is we're going to make sure that this specific system can actually take advantage of each rank's usage whenever something specific is being said. I'll give you an example very soon. For now, we're going to need to make sure that the arguments, the text itself, is being adjusted to what we need. So we're going to convert this constant char into a string because we can do a lot more with the string. I'm gonna call it MSG, or we can call it message, or basically whatever. Equals args. We just converted it, very simple, very easy. What we can do now is we can make sure that the message itself, MSG, equals, and we will call it serverlands and a specific rank name. We can go here and say, for example, std string get rank name. I'm making a custom command now that will basically print a specific rank name depending on what ID we're putting in. The current rank ID that we have is player. So if rank ID equals 0, it will return player. Oh yeah, semicolon is important. If rank ID equals 1, return moderator. If rank ID equals 2, return game master. And if rank ID equals 3, return administrator. Now by default we need to return something, since it does require non-conditional text, so it will return unknown. Actually no, it will return server by default. If whatever reason the rank ID is not 0, 1, 2, or 3, it will return server. Alright, so now we're gonna take advantage of this command here, serverless, and we can have something different. MSG equals get rank name, and we need the rank itself, which will be player rank. No, plus, and then MSG plus that, and the args itself. Oh yeah, and obviously plus space, and then it will add the args, and now we have the vision into the rank itself, and we have the server lens here. Now what we can do is we can make sure that the server lens is in color, but to do that we're going to add this symbol CFF FF0000. That is the color red, and to break the color you're gonna need to do this symbol again and R. Alright, so now you're gonna compile it, and we will try to make sure that it actually works in the game. I'm gonna build it. When I'm building, I need to close this server here. Okay, I need to open this one. This one is irrelevant. I'm gonna need to delete it eventually. Let's wait for it to finish compiling. This can be different. It can be in a different method. I just don't like to use cases for those of you who actually know how to do that, how to deal with it. I rather avoid using cases. I simply don't like it. I'd rather use if and else and instead. Let's get into the game. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, it does not work. That's nice. Oh, I know why. Alright. My bad. We linked the wrong one. Alright, message. Gonna close it. Gonna close this. Could be different. Could be that we need to add .cstr in it. I'm not really sure. Gonna need to see in a sec. No, it can't accept string. Alright, there you go. Now always forget my password. Alright, there you go. Much better. Yeah, now we're gonna need to get rid of that. Yeah, we're gonna need to get rid of that. What I did is basically, instead of adding onto the first one the entire message, the message itself is being saved within args. What we make is a copy of args through a string. This one will be equal to this one, but what we're doing here is we're basically redefining what it will actually do. We can make it empty as far as we care. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We redefine it anyways, actually. So MSG equals this text here, and then we're gonna need to add this one here. Actually, let's edit some color as well. And R here. Add space at the end of it, and then the rest of the message, which is good. That is dope. It set the administrator message as well, which is really good. And let's just test it again, just in case there's no. Let's just check other things just in a sec. What it should send now is it should send the serverlands message and then the rank name in red, and then the message itself in plain text in no color onto it. It should be able to detect the player, moderator, game master, and administrator, and in case none of them is being detected, it will display server, which is basically what we need. Let's close the gap here, make it a little bit closer. Alright, so we have this. Let's get in game. Oh, come on, dude. I hate when it gets stuck like that. Give me a sec. Alright, back into the game. There you go. Much better. Let's just add this here. Just a little bit of serverlands. Now, instead of serverlands, we can do whatever you want. I mean, this is just a server name. What we can do here, from here on, we can make sure that the server is detecting what is the rank of the player, and we can add like a trigger word or something. For example, if we have the trigger word, which is this, from here we get the trigger word. If args equals, if the message, which is this one, the D that this one, the random text here, if this text equals to I am God, for example, we can add a whole different scenario to run, either coexist with this one, or we can make it like an individual case by itself. Question is what we want to do. What I think we should do is we can, you know what, let's just do a swear word instead. I mean, this is good for censorship if you're interested. But for example, let's do a message for the entire server to see, which will be MSG equals I'm a noob. Whenever someone says I am a god, it will replace the message with I am a noob, and it will send that message instead. This here, and I think we're good to go. Oh yeah, we need to make sure that this actually doesn't do anything other than other than send this message specifically. Now, like I said, this can be good for censorship. We can make it have like if your server has a dot com domain and you don't want anyone else to send any other .com domain except for your server name, it will censor all the other messages and it will, basically do whatever. Let's just execute this. Or no, let's just wait for it. Oh god. Shit. Oh, it doesn't work. That's nice. Let's just forget about that. Let's go back into this.